once more. Well, we're now ready to take a look at the modes for the major key 2-5-1 progression. Of course, for the 1 chord and the 5 chord, we've already studied in some detail the Ionian mode or major scale, which goes with the 1 chord, and the Mixolydian mode, that's the major minor 7th scale, which goes with the 5 chord. So we just need to add the appropriate mode for the 2 chord. Just to remind you, this is called the Dorian mode. Now the 2 chord in a major key is of course a minor or minor 7th chord, so the mode is going to contain a minor 3rd and a minor 7th. The remaining intervals are the same as those of the natural minor scale, with the exception of 1, the major 6th. So the full set of intervals are major 2nd, minor 3rd, perfect 4th, perfect 5th, major 6th, minor 7th, and octave. I'm going to start with examples in 1 key in the open position, and this time around I'm going to take the key of E major. That's the key signature of 4 sharps, F sharp, G sharp, C sharp and D sharp, the relative major key of C sharp minor. So in the open position our E Ionian mode or E major scale begins on the open low E string, string 6, and then the major 2nd, F sharp at fret 2, major 3rd, G sharp at fret 4, perfect 4th, A on the open string 5, perfect 5th, B at fret 2, string 5, major 6th, C sharp, fret 4, string 5, major 7th, D sharp at fret 1, string 4, and the octave E at fret 2, string 4. Then in the upper octave we have F sharp, fret 4, G sharp, fret 1, string 3, A at fret 2, the 4th, the B at fret 4, the 5th, also there on the open string 2, the major 6th on the B string, string 2 now falls under finger 2, the major 7th under finger 4, and E on the open string 1. The scale for the 5 chord will be B Mixolydian. Now, as we know, for the scales of B there's only 1 full octave available in the open position, so if we simply play the same notes as the E major scale but beginning with the B at fret 2, string 5, we now find that C sharp under fret 4 is the major 2nd, and then D sharp, fret 1, string 4, the major 3rd, E the 4th, F sharp, fret 4, the 5th, G sharp, the major 6th, then A, the minor 7th, and the octave B at fret 4, string 3, or the open string 2. To find the fingering for the F sharp Dorian mode, the mode for the 2 chord of F sharp minor or F sharp minor 7th, we simply play the scale beginning on the F sharp at fret 2, string 6. This gives us G sharp as the major 2nd, A natural as the minor 3rd, B the perfect 4th, C sharp the perfect 5th, D sharp, fret 1, string 4, the major 6th, then E the minor 7th, fret 2, string 4, and the octave F sharp at fret 4, string 4. In the upper octave we simply complete the E major scale and then add the final F sharp on top. Hopefully playing these patterns in the open position will help to clarify that when we play through the modes, all we are doing is actually playing the notes of the scale of the key signature, in this case E major. We're simply taking a different starting note in each case, namely the root note of the relevant chord. So now you can play around the sequence of modes for the progression in the usual set of variations, ascending, descending, back and forth, upper and lower octaves, and so forth. So now on to the transposable fingerings for the Dorian mode. Beginning as always with the finger 2 starting position on string 6, we have the major second under finger 4, the minor third under a stretched finger 1, perfect fourth under finger 2, perfect fifth finger 4, the major sixth now under finger 1 without a stretch, minor seventh under finger 2, and the octave under finger 4. In the upper octave, we now find the major second under finger 1, string 3, minor third, finger 2, perfect fourth, finger 4. On string 2, the perfect fifth now falls under finger 2, the major sixth, finger 4, the minor seventh under a stretched finger 1, and the octave finger 2 with a stretch, or finger 3 without a stretch. Starting with finger 2 on string 5, I'm going to go to the octave with finger 1, giving me the major second now under finger 3, the minor third under finger 4, the perfect fourth under finger 2 on string 2, perfect fifth under finger 4, the major sixth now under finger 1, string 1, the minor seventh, finger 2, and the octave finger 4. Beginning with finger 2 on string 4, I'm going to do something similar. The difference here is that the major sixth and minor seventh now fall on string 2, so under fingers 2 and 3 instead of fingers 1 and 2. And then finger 1 at the octave, and then shift to finger 1 for the major sixth, finger 1 starting position on string 6, I have the root major second and minor third under fingers 1, 3, 4 unstretched, then the perfect fourth under finger 1, stretch with finger 2 for the fifth and finger 4 for the sixth, stretch again with finger 1 for the minor seventh and 2 for the octave. As with our other modes, I now find myself in the finger 2 starting position on string 4, so I can play and stretch with finger 1 for the octave. Finger 1 on string 5, as we've come to expect, the fingering in the lower octave is the same. And in the upper octave I make a 1 fret shift to play the minor third with finger 1 on string 2. Then stretch again for the 4th and 5th, leaving me with the major 6th under finger 1, minor 7th finger 2, and octave finger 4. Beginning with finger 1 on string 4, the shift onto string 2 now comes at the minor 7th. I now play the octave with finger 2, major 2nd with finger 4, stretch with finger 1 to the minor 3rd, perfect 4th with finger 2, 5th finger 4, and as usual slide up to finger 1 at the 6th, minor 7th with finger 2, and finger 4 for the octave. With finger 4 on string 6, I now have the major 2nd under finger 1, minor 3rd under finger 2, perfect 4th finger 4, perfect 5th finger 1, major 6th now under finger 3, minor 7th under finger 4, and the octave finger 1. And the same thing starting on string 5, except with the octave on string 2 under finger 2. Starting with finger 4 on string 4, I now find the perfect 5th and major 6th under fingers 2 and 4 on string 2, and then a stretch with finger 1 for the minor 7th. Although, as I've done with some of the other modes, I can move to finger 1 as I reach string 2, enabling me to play the major 6th with finger 3, minor 7th with finger 4, and the octave with finger 1. And now it's time to put the modes in sequence. I'll just give you one example here. I'm going to take the key of G major. I'm going to begin with the A Dorian mode in the first finger position. And then move to the D Mixolydian in the second finger position. And finally the G Ionian, G major scale, in the second finger position. Putting them all together. And that's all for now. In the next session we're going to finish off the modes of the major key chord progressions by bringing in the Aeolian mode. That's the mode that corresponds exactly to the natural minor scale, to complete the major key 6-2-5-1 progression.